Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, our mateys, it be that time again, where you like it or nay, it be showtime. Gotta get myself a pirate hat or eye patch. The peg leg is out. I'm not willing to spend that much money to have my leg amputated and then replaced with a peg leg. Maybe buy a pirate hat. I could see that. I mean, I would use it at least once a year anyway, on September 19th. Thank you very much. It is signed by Ian McKellen. Won it in a contest. A Burger King contest. Occasionally, I rotate the Blade Runner poster behind, back out in front. Here we go. Solo, confirm, and I'll take it a minute or two. The contest was actually difficult, which is why I bothered in the first place, because normally I would never do a contest at a fast food joint because 20 million people are going to enter and I'm not going to win. But this one had like 10 or 20 questions about the Lord of the Rings. And most of them, if you read the book once, you're not getting those questions. If you'd read it like I had 25 or 30 times, you would get the questions. That was one of, I think, 10 first prizes, might have been more. And then the grand prize, which I did not win, was a trip to London for the premiere. Yeah, I was really surprised when I got it, when it showed up in the mail. Oh, that was right about the time of the movie launched. I think the test was before the movie launched, and then I received it after the movie launched. So I don't remember that disassembly table having the really big rock thing in the back, but okay. We need food. We're going to have our first banana and coconut milk. And some bacon and eggs with it. So, I believe I get banana seeds from each of these. In which case, I just replant them again. And in a couple of days, we get more nanners. Farming. Bananas. Hi, I'm Lenz. I'm a banana farmer. You are entirely correct, sir. I'm a dope. Sir or ma'am. Sorry. Don't mean to judge. Here, there were fully grown banana trees that I chopped down. Yeah, it's probably a little better this way. For two things. One, you can see the game. And two, you see less of my face. That's a win-win in pretty much anyone's book. Thank you for pointing that out. It's very rare I screw that up, but every once in a while I make a mistake, like with sound or video or something at the start of my video, and a couple of times it's like I've gotten an hour and a half in before someone told me, at which point I just delete it. So we've eaten. Do we have anything else? We have just 22 nanners. Where am I keeping my nanners? That is a rather personal question. In the very last possible place, that box. I went to every other storage box, and it wasn't where I was keeping my nanners. All right, so I believe our next goal was we have an island with some undiscovered stuff over there. That's a jungle cave. And then we're also just going to grab the copper deposit while we're over there as well. I am going to bring the shovel with me just in case. I don't think we'll need it. Really? Did I not put it back there? Yay, this time it only took me 4 wrong guesses. Alright, so we're going into that cave where there's a couple of lootable goodies. Hey, Lone Star Wolf. And then we'll head over to... where's the sun? Looking for the sun. Trying to figure out what time of day it is. And I can't see the sun nowheres. The sun's in... Who misplaced the sun? There it is. Okay, so we're getting late in the afternoon. Ba-ding. All right, we head over here. Yep. Watched a video today on where someone did some numerical analysis on the game. And a lot of the stuff they said made sense. Make sure there's no one attacking us nearby so we can go to our progression. Yeah. We want to reset our points. I think. No, the points are okay right there. It's the talents we want to respect. It says deselect. Why can I not deselect? Oh, how about Z to reset points? There we go. So we've got 5 points. And we wanted this. Okay, this crits, basically points put into crits give you more damage overall. I believe we want to confirm. And this, if you take a hit and then you hit them, I'd noticed it before, but I didn't know what the mechanic was. Basically, you have a life bar, like in the upper, over my head here, and you take a hit. This goes like this, but there's still a red bit of line there that's lighter red. If you whack somebody while that is there, you heal a little bit. This increases the amount you can heal when you take damage. You have a couple of seconds to hit them back and gain some heal. I have not yet plundered today. I am about to go into a cave where there is 2 pieces of plunder. Here. And undoubtedly undead. And then we'll go over there and grab some copper too. So the guy had some interesting... Oh! You want some... Huh? Is that what you want? They just never learn. There's a reason your species went extinct, bro. I hear misty orchids. There they are. You gonna try it too? I'll take a hit. And you'll know I got most of that hit back by wailing on him. Yeah, I've been in there. That had an undead, I think. So we'll see what kind of plunder we come up with in here. We're going to need wood for lighting. You know, some ad hoc makeshift torches. Let's get that set up so we're ready to just drop them in a hurry. We'll draw our sword and go on in. Plunder awaits, lads. I see. Oh, it's a big-ass boar. Make sure that there's nothing behind us. I see 2 glowies and what appears to be a big-ass boar. It's a savage boar. Okay. This will be the first time I have... oh, that's so much better. I can snipe now so much more effectively. My targeting reticle is much smaller. Alright, that was 830 damage, and here he comes. Oh, I didn't realize they could charge as well. Ooh, this is not going well for the good guys. He is really savage. Oh, and he's got area of effect attacks. I really don't like him now. Seven rough hides. That's a nice little haul. Not too bad. Let's... Alright, that's just rock. And just rock. Is there any more to this cave? We've got copper, which we'll take. An old skeleton. Minor healing potion. Homeward journey. Homeward journey allows you, I believe, to basically drink, pass out, and wake up at home. Old skeleton. A stalwart greatsword. Increases posture points. That favors control of the opponent's blade. So posture basically is how difficult you are to stun or knock back and that kind of thing, I believe. And that was it. I gotta say, a little bit disappointed. That's not an impressive amount of fat lootiness. Yeah. So I have successfully plundered, but the plunder was not particularly plundertastic. I think we can just as well mine the copper that's near our digs, our home, sweet home. Going the wrong way. Story of my life. Lens, you're going the wrong way. What? That can't be right. I have no patience with birds. Especially the ones that are bird-brained. Ha, I made a funny. Not really. Could have sworn I heard mist orchids. Whee! We'll head back home. We have now finished out this island. Pardon me. A little hiccup in there. It's weird. When I cough, I frequently get a single hiccup. Not really get the hiccups, just a single hiccup. As my, presumably my diaphragm doesn't like me coughing and is lodging a protest. All right, we got most everything out. Minors. No, we're not using the minor healing potions at present. We're using the sort of in-between ones, the medium ones. See, that little at the end? That's what I was talking about. I did like the greatsword when I played it. Liked it better than the halberd. All right, it's getting towards evening. We can do a little bit of copper mining. Grab a couple pieces of wood so that we can make another lamp, torch thing. In we go. We will now commence mining. After that, I think we've got another island out there where we've got undiscovered, unplundered swag, if you like, booty, if you'd prefer. See, I'm old enough to remember when swag meant your ill-gotten gains. And the word, if you were choosing to talk about someone with a little bit too much style, would be swaggering. I'm hungry again. How about... There we go. We got some coconut milk and bananas and some bacon and eggs. Okay, that was... There we go. Sometimes you just have to codwallop things. It's a great word, codwallop. Sounds very piratey. No idea if it's piratey. But it does sound like it. Okay, that thing doesn't actually break. And how are we doing? That's a goodly amount. Not to be confused with a badly amount. I'm not sure how much a badly amount would be. Up. Around here, we run around with our sword out. Because you never have any absolute clue as to when some dodo is going to take offense to your mere existence. Just because I've murdered countless of his relatives, I think it's overly judgmental on his part. Aha! Don't suppose we've made a whole bunch of, No, we've got ash. Get cooking. That's not a bad idea. I've had a not bad idea. Savor the moment. Doesn't happen that often, really. Honest. Put these outside. Don't need these inside. If the only things we drop in here are limited to like stone, ore, and wood. Well, stone and ore for now. I was giving some consideration to using some of the excess stone I have. I've got excess stone. Don't want that one where it was. Well, how do we destroy that again? Toggle destroy. There we go. I was doing some building in another game, and the number of times I hit the wrong button was countless. All right, we've got, that should be the space for a double door. That overlap? No, okay, it's fine. Should be fine. I'm sure it's fine. Okay, you can do that. I saw Muckluck doing that earlier, and that just seemed significantly more easy than the way I was doing it. I have not had any more sea battles today. So far, in limited time. That's 3, and that's 2. We'll have them asymmetrically set up, because I'm just crazy like that. We're going to need sticks. Well, we've got a lot of sticks. Bark. Would you rather have sticks or bark? I think bark. Any sea creatures you can fight in the game? Not that I'm aware of. Keep in mind, the game is in early access, so that's the kind of feature I could certainly see them adding. Especially because we already have, you know, supernatural themes in the game with the undead. So it's not like they can't say, well, no, we're a realistic pirate sim. Because they're not. Let's see. Windows and doors. We're going to need one more wide, are we? Oh, fine. Then. Click in. There you go. Okay, and okay. And then the little ones. All right, our new house is begun. We have started it up. It's evening time. I think time for old Len's to take a nap. Before he does, sure, inventory is fine. It's fine. Check the map. Where are we going next? There. That's Buccaneer Waters. So there is one of the 4. Oh, actually over here? Probably better. Bitter Pill. Infiltrate Richard's camp. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think so. I think so. All right, I have a simple bed with a headboard, and I'm going to use it. I like to look out the window so I can keep an eye on when we're at about sunrise. And there we are. I've got a full day ahead of me, lads, if you know whereof I speak. We ate a little bit. Just because I don't want to forget, I'm going to try and keep in the habit of making reprovisioning, shall we say, before I head out on my day's wacky adventures. Not that wacky. I mean, I'm pretty wacky, but the adventures, not so much. We need to go just due west, right? Pretty much just west and a hint south. So, teleport in the ships and giggles. And because my understanding is there are people who've drowned while trying to get out to their ship, I would prefer to not drown. Not that it's a big deal, I would just prefer it. Thank you, lads. Belt one out for me, will ya? I do not have, sadly. I am going to... I'm going back home. I want another bell. No point in not getting this started as soon as possible. Fat Body, good evening, my friend. Over here, we need to make a bell. Ship's bell. I need 3 rope. How about... We now have 3 rope. We now have a fast travel bell. I want to make sure I've got 20 wood to build the bell when we get there. Or build the, not the bell, but the thing, the doodad. I think it's... Okay, we've got the materials we need to build the fast travel spot. You max out at 10 of those. Thanks, lads. Back to where we were. And now, once again, oh, it's raining. Oh, I hate wet, splooshy boots. They're the worst. Upgraded, yes. The Seafarer tour bus is in play. How you doing, Natna? Don't let the boat fill up with rainwater. Hopefully not. Why do you think I've got these slaggards around? Oh, two reasons. One, to, bail out the bilge, and the other, the ship-to-ship combat is very solid in the game. For an early access game, it is incredibly polished. Now, it's still got room for a lot of additions and stuff, but it is about as good a start as you could hope for from an early access game. A little bit of flotsam. Well, we'd prefer not to fight three. What's the third? Is that a raider as well? It's a hauler. Okay, we're heading into combat, lads. We're gonna take them down, boys. Oh, come on. Oh, we've knocked him out of combat. Thing is, we wait 6 seconds. 3, 4, 5, 6. We get an extra 40% damage. I think I put him over him. No, we got one minor hit. Hi, bonk. Hey, that wasn't fair. I wasn't ready. Have a rake. Oh, that's not good. We didn't put that one down, which is unfortunate. Are the other ones coming in? I think they are. Time to go. It's time to go. Additional ships have joined, and they're not welcome. Yes, they have joined. Things have gone bad in a hurry. Oh, you want some? I will oblige. Did I go too high? Yeah, we got good solid hits on. Whoop! We'd rather not run aground. That would be... What's another word for bad? Oh yeah, bad. Alright, he's out of the combat. We got 2 of them out of the combat. 2 haulers. Alright, this guy's pushing his luck. You'll have to excuse me if I'm concentrating on shooties and not chatties. If the rest of them have given up, then we'll try boarding this guy. I haven't tried boarding yet, so something new. No, the waves were not friendly. Okay, it looks like everyone else has given up the chase. That was a terrible shot. On the other hand, the seas are a little rough, so I'm not going to take the full blame for that. Okay. Let's see where everyone else is. Yeah, they've given up the chase. At least they seem to have. I'm going to try my first boarding action. Although mostly a month has passed since you had a speeding incident, no ticket materialized. That's good news. They were offline when you sped by the police on the way to buy your Mustang. Yeah, it's a mistake anyone could make. All right, this is a hauler, so it's more of a cargo ship. I didn't want to go backwards. They do appear to be coming back. No, though, they're not. All right, we need to come alongside. That might take a little doing. See how far away they are. They are not closing. It would be nice if my men would... God damn it. Crap. Spirits, provisions, piasters. Okay, we ate and drank, and we bandage ourselves would be smart. We're not always very smart. And the other rest of the ship spoils. Okay. It be sinking. No, you can't keep their ship. Well, these other ones are being kind enough to hang around for me. That's pretty thoughtful. We've got 2 of them severely damaged and will just sink. Oh, and I think the other one is a farther distance away. Oh, it looks like there's got to be one in there. Maybe not. Is somebody shooting at me? Not anymore, he isn't. Grab the ship spoils. How far is the other guy? Oh, there's the other one. That had like nothing left on it. Now, I came over here to get to this island, but they attacked me first. So, I mean, what could I do? I was, you know, they were the aggressing party. It's not my fault. Sticking with that. All right. See, where on this island? Yeah, actually, we would like to be. I like that they didn't go, let's say, too crazy with realism for sailing. Like they might have. You know. Sailing in big ships is really kind of strange. They don't, the sails don't work exactly the way us landlubbers would think. Yeah, we want to get into the covered area of the bay here so that we have some cover when it comes time for us to leave when we pop up here. So we will reef our sails, because that's what it's called. We will recall our ship's boat. You guys can stop anytime now. I'm off the ship, you know, right? We'll come in about here, say, and we will drop our bell. Fast travel point in place. All right. We've made it to the island, lads. We have an undiscovered place right over here. Is that a... No, it's in that direction. So I was thinking, is that a mine? No, it's not. Excuse me. it's a camp. Former camp. Ah, we have the classic Lens needs to chop down a tree because he's going to need to drop torches. All right. We preload it. We have a swollen undead. Those are the spitters. They suck. They spit like acid or poison or something. It's just terribly unpleasant. We're gonna wait for it to evaporate before we get to the chest. Ew! And also, ew! Contraband can be sold to the smugglers and 25 XP. All right, so that's the first of the mystery points on the island. How about this one? That is a sow. I will be taking any sows that I get. That is, yeah, I was going to say that is the orchids. Boar. Misty orchids. They're used to make the alchemical base that you use for making potions. Healing potions and whatnot. It looks like it'd be a nice place to live, but I don't think I could deal with the humidity. I'm a enormous, gigantic California candy ass when it comes to humidity. Memory serves, not big on beer, right? Well, I love beer, but if I drink a lot of it, I feel it the next day. So I seldom drink a lot of it. Whereas with my vodka, I can get tanked to the gills, and the next day I just feel tired. All right, here we have presumably a copper mine. Copper. All right. Now up here we have a questy bit. Infiltrate Richards's camp for the bitter pill. Let's see exactly what that is. Thomas Richards knew Galen was transporting the artifact aboard the ship. I need to find out how he obtained that information. Recommended character level is 9. Okay, we'll not be doing that because my level is 5. We'll go to the other places around here, though. But that one's going to have to wait for some length of time. We have a sow and a boar. And sweet potatoes. What can I say? I am what I am. I apologize for that. I know yams and sweet potatoes aren't the same thing. I know. Level 9. That was unexpected. Because we're still just basically what amounts to the starting area. You know, not the tutorial area, which is basically the first island you're on. But the starter area. You know, levels 1. Oh, the waters around here are levels 1 to 5. Some of them are 5 to 10. But here, I guess you have to be in... You have to be in the ship? No. Did that pop up there at the end? Blackbeard Hauler? No. So these little hatched lines will tell you basically the level of the area and who controls it at sea. And so the area I was just fighting in, I was fighting level 2s and 3s. My ship is theoretically like a level 4, I think. We have another boar. We have a sow. Ate the taste of regular beer, hence the sour beer. Got Swedish with, yeah, blue and lingonberry, sure. Yeah, sour beers are pretty common in various places. There is an entire branch of German beer brewing that is sour beers. And fruit beers, the Creek beers. Regarding vodka, that was the only thing you drank back in your heyday of youth, and you also never had any hangers to speak of. With whiskey and cider, you feel bad the day after. Yeah. I've never really done a cider drunk, but I have done whiskey drunks. And yeah, I'll feel that a lot the next day. All right, this has got 3 things in it. So this could be dangerous. I see boars. It's a big one. He's big. Let's go ahead and give him a nice hello. And he moved. Of course he did. God damn it. One of the charging boars. We hate them. We hate them. Got him. Oh, he can charge twice? The fuck is this? I didn't know they could charge twice. They're way worse than the big ones. Way worse. The charging ones suck. He just wants my MasterCard. Is MasterCard even a thing anymore? Let's go ahead and use another bandage. The charging ones are the worst. They're just awful. I've heard the Creek ones, but not much to match the malt flavor or the sour. Or fruity enough. Yeah, they're not especially fruity. I don't know how sour they are. All right, now he's a big boar, a 2-star boar. All right, we hit him for 1,000. Oh my God, it's all of the boars in the world. 5 of them. The hell? Oh good, another sow. We'll turn around in a second and see how many are following. The sow. And the charging boar. They fall down if they miss you, but not often enough. Also, I picked a bad time to run out of food. Oh! Everybody on this island hates me. Borheim, yeah, something. Borsylvania? There is no joy in Bourville? Okay, so we try and take the other ones out before we take out the big one. Because we saw a couple of them over here. There's the big boy. Give me your head. Don't want to shoot you in your butt. I'm going to shoot you in your head. Okay, that's another 1,000. He's mostly dead. We're probably going to have to drop stuff. Healing herbs. That's oh, that one doesn't count. That's not one of the goodies. That's just like extras. Those are bonus points. Uh-huh. You don't see anything up there. Most of the time, if you're not seeing anything obvious, it's because they're tucked away on top of something. All right, well, here's... I need to dig. We got sparkles over there, too. That is 2 out of 3. So presumably this one's got more healing herbs. Yep. Decoration woven armchairs. Okay. More XP. In curios, we now have a new woven armchairs. Part of the Jungle Survivor building set. Well, we survived the Bormageddon. I made that up just now. Actually kind of happy with that one. We'll get ourselves up to full health because, duh. Oh, we've got undead. He's doing too much head waggling. We'll just plonk him right in the middle of his body. Whoop, multiples. You'll note that I got some healing back. If you hadn't seen it previously, it's just not boring. Thank you, Nod Knox. I can't tell you how much that improved my day. When you take damage, your health goes down. But if you whack the guy's back, you get some of it back. And I took the skills that increase the amount you get back, and that is a significant amount of healing you get on the fly. All right, in here there are 4 and more undead. He's a 1-star. Now he's a no-star. Ooh, a gold ingot. That's the first. My inventory is now full, so we'll drop a few items to clear up a little space. Those can definitely go. I think everything else I would kind of like to keep. Kind of. We've got 3 more things. One of them is dug up there. Another one is probably gotten through by chopping into that. Oh, multiples. Yeah, you thought we were still doing burring jokes. You know, I actually deserve this. I start this. I'm the one who puns unremittingly. I really, honestly, genuinely don't think it's fair of me to not allow the other people in channel to fight back. Oh, ooh. We'll go down there last. I think it's just a matter of fairness. I thought I had... More healing herbs. That shouldn't count then. No, that is 2 out of 4. There used to be an old public service advertisement announcement campaign where it was use a gun, go to jail, that's the law. And I always felt it was equally appropriate, use a pun, go to hell, that's the law. Now, mind you, this has never prevented me from being an unremitting, unstoppable, obnoxious punner my entire life. It looks like we're going down, 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 and the flames will go higher. Is that everything? Feels like I missed something. Might be up above. Do we have anything up above this time? Don't think so, but we'll make sure. That was not making sure. That was not it either. Doesn't look like any of the elevated areas, so I'm assuming that means the last 2 are in the little cave area. We don't have wood. We are going to need wood. We can definitely drop the plant fiber. And 4 wood. That ought to be enough. Three things ought to be enough. Again, we will preload it. There we go. We are preloaded. Into the cellar. Nothing obvious. Oh, yep, drown. There's another one in here. Oh, crap. I'd heard about these guys, that they bite and cause a bleed, I think. First time I've run into them. Weird that the English word pundit is not for a person making puns, but an expert. No. A pundit is not an expert. A pundit is someone who comments on things as if they were an expert. So it isn't the same. Holy shit. All right, a lot of stuff's getting dropped. We'll drop that. Drop that. Drop the bird meat. Drop 1 pearl. Drop 2 dodo eggs. Got everything right? Nope. All right. Yeah, generally a pundit is seen as a negative descriptor. How are we doing? All right. All right, he's a drowned. Don't know what the other one was. Oh, an armored drowned. That's not great. Gonna come on through, my friend? Oh, he throws things. Not a fan. More healing herbs. And we are currently at 3 of 4. Decoration clay lamps. Okay. Another 50 experience points. Curios. Clay lamps. That is 4 out of 4. We're done here. Wasn't expecting the bitey guy. All right, we've got 1 left. Due south. Good old Merriam describes them as earnest scholars offering opinionated commentary upon their area of expertise like polities or sports. That's probably what it initially was. Now it has a negative connotation as people who talk endlessly about a subject with questionable expertise, let's say, would be called a pundit. This should be another little pit in the ground, I'm guessing. Oh no, pirates? Pirates. I'm assuming. $1,079 damage. I assume we got all the goodies off those guys, whatever there was. And here's 0 of 1. I'm hungry. Tracker's hat. All right, what can we drop? What else can we drop? Don't think we need. I think we can do without the pearl. Copper bullets, homemade gunpowder. Oh, we can pick up one of these things back up then. Pearl, meat, animal fat. Meat. All right, that means we finished off everything on this island. What is that glowy? Oh, that's my boat, my little boat. It's my adorable little boat. It's so cute. All right, we will leave our the bell here, the fast travel point here. Because we will need to come back eventually. But for now... Oh, let's get the hell out of Dodge. Because there's a whole lot of ships around. Whoosh. That's true, neither is about puns. A lot of times pundits will be, the word pundits will be applied to people on television expressing opinions, which may or may not be informed. Politics, especially, people will be described as pundits. We'll make 3 more coconut milk with nanners and 3 more bacon and eggs. The gold is used to upgrade jewelry. I don't think I can upgrade jewelry yet. Those are used to are sold to the smugglers. Move this stuff up out of the way so that all of this stuff can be here at the bottom where I can find it in a hurry. That is a silver button. That needs to be traded to the smugglers as well. Buccaneers get the spirits, and the contraband goes to the smugglers. A lot of goodies go to the smugglers. The healing herbs. Really? I must have full. Tracker's hat. Yeah, the tracker's hat doesn't strike me as being one I'm going to want to use. We can move all of this because we have a place now for not the raw materials, not the finished goods outside. It's getting late. I'll be laying down in a minute. All right, how much got cooked up? Most of it. Delicious. All right, we got a lot of copper now. Very nice. I like that. More ash than we know what to do with. I've yet to find a use for ash. I know it's used for making gunpowder. But we don't have a recipe for gunpowder yet. Yep, nothing new there. So, we did get a recipe for What we want to do eventually here is we want to add luxuries to our house because they add comfort, and your comfort level increases, I think, your stamina regen. Interesting. I don't know why this has an almost finished circle around it. Oh, I guess that's just the currently selected one. Okay. So, for instance, these are all the crafting things. We already have all of those. Storage and beds, floors and walls. But when you start getting to things like decoration, these are things that add comfort and give you additional better stats. And I think it's just one of each. They don't stack. So basically it encourages you to make one of everything. And we already have one of each of those, actually a couple of one of them, up. But I don't want to start doing that right now just for the sake of doing it. We did get we got a recipe for something that sounded interesting. We got the lamps, the clay lamps. Not sure what else we got. Because none of this is new. I don't think. Yeah, none of it. A pundit is basically someone commenting on something that they don't do. So, a sportscaster commenting about a sport that they no longer play is going to be a pundit. But a politician who is currently a politician is not being a pundit. Somebody talking about that politician is the pundit, at least in current American usage. I'm going to take a nap because I'm pooped. Before we lay down, let's see where we would like to go next. Maybe there. Oh, no, we'll turn in our goodies that we can to increase our rep with the factions. There are basically 4 factions. I've discovered 3 of them. Haven't gotten to the last one yet. And sunrise on my shoulder. Sorry, I'll stop. Okay, so in here, might as well bring the insigniae with us because we can trade those in if we choose to for additional points if we get close. Bring the piastres and the guineas, I think. The letter of favor. Sold to buccaneers. I cannot sell things to the people of Tortuga. That's the ones I haven't found. The people of Tortuga are the ones who escaped Tortuga when the undead surrounded it. Tortuga still exists, but it's under siege. The people have not yet found where the people have run off to. That one's also for the people of Tortuga, as is that one. Right. So that's everything out of there. How about over here? Buccaneers, smugglers, those smugglers, and all of those are for the smugglers. I've got 2 of the factions up to level 1, anyway. I think that's everything. So we will go to Tortuga and deal with the factions there, except the one faction that isn't there, the people of Tortuga. It's complicated. Provisioner. Bounty agent. Provisioner? Really? The only things these guys take are those. Okay. Which is this? This is the Brethren. Okay, yeah, I have no relationship yet with the Brethren of the Coast. I do with the Buccaneers and the Smugglers. So this is a smuggler of Port Royal.
Reputation's expensive.
Can I not turn in those other things? Maybe I cannot turn those other items in here. I have to turn them in at the specific location for each of... So the provisioners, they sell things. And these are the bounty agents. So they don't... So here in Tortuga, you can't... You know, if you have an item to sell to the smugglers, you can't sell it to them here. You have to go to the smugglers' camp. I'm guessing. Seems like. Your subtle jab at fools in Congress. Well... Oh, I see. Yeah, you're not wrong. Yes, they talk about things about which they do not know. The one we just got, I believe, today was we had one of our cabinet officials say that if something is priced 100 and you raise it to 600, you've raised the price 600%. That's, of course, wrong. You've raised the price 500%. He then said, and if you cut it from 600 to 100, you have cut the price by 600%. That fails you in 5th or 6th grade math. Right there.
Don't ask unnecessary questions.
And nodding right next to him is a renowned physician. Nodding as if what he was saying wasn't the worst kind of mathematical malpractice.
That stupid old man.
I'll make it disappear.
All right, we've got contraband for him. That's going to give us 150 piastres. That's going to give us some gold. That's right. These are for these items that you can sell to them. You have to go to their base, to the buyer, and sell them to him for two different types of money. And I don't think the money is interchangeable. That's everything I can sell to him. No, we also have a silver button. Take it. Take it. So we now have 500 piastres almost, which means we'll be able to buy something in Tortuga. Now we need to find the Smuggies. No, this is the Smuggies, right? Yeah. That's the Buccaneers. The defense commander said he does not wash his hands because bacteria doesn't exist since he can't see it. Yeah, that sounds about right, too. Yeah. Oh, and by the way, he's not the Secretary of Defense. He's the Secretary of War, despite the fact that you can't change the name of it because it's in by statute. You have to change it by changing the law. No, he's just a guy who sits in his office, thinks of himself as the Secretary of War, and touches himself.
Let's make a deal.
Spirits? Sure. Munitions? Of course. Is that everything? All right, those are for rep. Those are all the selly bits. Now we have the rep bits, and we'll see if we've got enough to raise a rep over here. Yeah. All right, back to Tortuga now. Because to raise money, you go to the camps. To raise rep, you go to Tortuga. Now you can see what I was talking about with Tortuga. That's the city of Tortuga. And you'll note that it has this green area, green glowy barrier. And if you zoom in here, got a little skull attached. So I haven't tried to get in there. But it doesn't look promising. Good night, Nod Knox. Thank you for popping in, as always.
Sailed here on sea turtles, did you?
Yes, I sailed in on sea turtles. Why is that so hard to believe? All right, now this guy has the hull bracing, which I can buy. One of the hull bracings I was really interested in. Also, access to the naval tactics would be good. How much should we end up with money-wise? 500 something? 644. Ooh, delightful. Now, it takes 300 rep to open up Tier 3.
This doesn't belong in a museum.
Naval Tactics Ambush. If you neither deal nor take damage for 2 minutes, the next volley deals 130% increased damage. So that's good for your first volley before you've taken any damage, and nothing else. This one is destroying an enemy ship within 50 meters. Restore 30% ship health over 10 seconds. Good, but you've got to be close. This one, on the other hand, is one I want. No, not this one. This is increases consumable duration, repair kits by 30%, grog by 200%. That one's really good. While out of combat, restores 3% of ship health. This is the one. No, it's not. Well, there was one I could swear that it allowed you... No, it's the hull bracing. Ah, that's it. It's the hull bracing. Damage no longer affects duration of repair kits. So what that means is normally right now, if you start a repair kit and you get shot, your repair stops. This will prevent that, which for battle, when you need a heal for your ship, make sure that you keep healing. That's the one we really want. Eventually, we will want tactics. But we definitely want... Let's see, that one is grants 5 stacks of stand fast, which reduces the damage you take for a few seconds. Ship health drops, damage resistance increases. Again, good, but that's the one. Taking damage no longer affects the duration of repair kits. We want that. Now, at Tier 3, we'll be able to look at tactics. It looks like the gold is only used for cosmetics. But I want to double check that. Oh, you can convert them. Okay, you can convert 50 piastres to a guinea or 1 guinea to 20 piastres. Okay, you can convert. That answers that question. Obviously not worth it. And what do we have over here for the level 3?
Strong hands need strong care.
Another piece of the Filibustier's set. We're currently wearing the 2-piece bonus. I think we've got the boots. We already have the 12-pounders. We made those. Bounty agent. Yep.
I fixed worse gears than yours.
Oh, you fixed them, have you? Eh. Aye. Sharon Bagora. Oh,
Let's
wait.
keep things running.
That's the people of Tortuga. Ah, right, but I can't sell it to
Still
them.
working, still building.
Merchant contracts. The Privateers set is supposed to be very good. But that's 800 piastres to get the whole thing. I think we want access to the... Oh, I'm hungry again. Oh, God. Nom, 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 nom.
Let's keep this going.
Let's keep this quiet, eh?
With care.
Okay, stone and planks base set. I'm probably going to get that.
Brethren, always better. You're fine for us. You're equipped.
All right, these guys sell ship designs, and that's 1,000 piastres to get a brig. We're going to want that sooner or later. Let's go ahead and get our rep up with these guys, too.
Fought a good fight.
100 is required to get your rep up to tier 2. Then I'm not sure if it's 200 more or 300 more, but 300 is required. I guess probably 200 more. Those are 20 reputation points each. So that's going to be 90. Oh. 40. That's 90. Those are 4 each, right? Level 2. Good evening, Dark Machinist. I hope you are well. So right now we could have another 120, 135 points, but that's not going to be enough to get us to the next tier of reputation with these lads.
I brought the Brotherhood's finest equipment. Just for you, pal.
We don't have enough for the ship design brig. I don't think we're actually going to spend any more of our piastres. We'll start saving up.
You cross the right. These came from deep places.
200 I don't think is worth it for getting the... I did want to spend 10 for stone and planks, I think. Because we now have 10 guineas left. All right. Yeah, it is. Okay, I can see a reason to be able to convert. You might find yourself 1 guinea short and be willing to spend a few extra piastres if you've got a lot of piastres.
Good leather. Strong steel.
So I'll do without the filibustiers, and we'll head back to home, I think. What else we got? Yes, that is correct. Been lurking whilst doing your dailies. Very nice. I myself am a constant lurker in a number of the streamers around here, with occasional, of course, because I'm me, occasionally piping in to provide some form of affectionate abuse. What can I say? It's who I am. All right, we put these back over here. Guineas. Piastres. And rep bits. So let's see what we've got added in. Nothing new here, as expected. Nothing new there. Floors should have. Why do we not have anything new in here? Did I not buy those? I bought something, did I not? I didn't have anything in my inventory. Oh, maybe it is, yeah, in a curios. Okay, there we are. Keel hold, hull bracing, and stone planks base set. All right, so you guys really can't park for shit, you know? Fortunately, I have magical skills. Let's see, what stuff do we have? We want that, and that, and that. And I guess those two. Sure, that ought to work. Those will be fine. We also want the hull bracing, because we're going to salvage that. Once we get the new hull bracing. Having my heals be uninterruptible, my ship heals be uninterruptible is going to be a big deal. There we go. Hull bracing. We need 10 wooden planks. We will go ahead and disassemble our old hull bracing. I guess we're not getting everything back, but we're getting some stuff back. Interesting, we don't get any of the flanking back. Okay, so the new and improved hull bracing keel hold, we need 10 wooden planks. I didn't pick them up again. How many times have I said that over the last few days? Didn't want that, but we do need more bandages, actually. So, in point of fact, I'm glad I accidentally clicked on that so that we can make... Oh, 7. Just 7, please. We don't want to be carrying around extras. All right. There we go. Hull bracing, keel hold. Taking damage no longer affects the duration of repair kits. Excellent. We take that. We need to upgrade that. We're going to need 15 4 upgrades. We're going to need 60 wooden planks. Upgrade. It is now maximally upgraded. We'll need shipwright's tools. I have one of those, so we can buy those. We'll need nails. We'll need iron. Iron we don't have. Timber we do not have. And our hull bracing is now maxed out. Combat repair kits, these we keep on us. These are the ones that will no longer get interrupted. Basically, high-tier ship heals. So, boom, there we go. And combat repair. Out of combat, we just use the repair kit. It's slower, but it gets the job done. We're not entirely healed. We'll repair our ship. We need 20. Oh, how convenient. We have 50. A captain's work is never done, guys, you know? Or there's always more that needs done. So I was curious about one of the lines from the shanties. Put him in the scuppers and give him a hose pipe. Okay, the scuppers, this one I knew. The scuppers are the openings on the sides of the deck where once the sea comes aboard, comes over the side, the water can run out, the scuppers. The hose pipe, on the other hand, is not as charitable. It's taking a hose when their head is in the scupper and they're basically on all fours and beating them right on the ass. Now, you might go, oh my God, those barbarous pirates, beating a guy horribly on his butt with a hose. They still do it in the navies. Now, somebody on Reddit said they no longer do it since tailhook, which was, if you're not familiar with it, was a scandal the Navy had some number of years back. But the others report that, yeah, they still had it done to them when they crossed the equator for the first time, and they saw it done to others. So, either it is still done, or it was done until recently, and by recently, 20 years. Well, you think that's kinky. There's a history of the British Navy subtitled Rum, Buggery, and the Lash. So now, let's see. Storage and beds, nothing new. Floors and walls, aha! Stone foundations and blocks, floors, walls of stone and timber, or just timber. That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted. Walls special, 45s. No change in the roofs. Pillars and beams. Wood windows and doors. Oh, excellent. I am delighted by these developments. So, what do we have in our inventory? Right. We're going to keep the first floor like that as, if you'll pardon the phrase, as the foundation that we'll be building upon. Where's our doors? Where's our doors? Try where it says doors, lens. Oh, thanks. Double sashed windows, double doors. There we go. Nice comfy fit. And now we go with walls. I will add, we'll remove some stuff and add some windows later. Walls. Large wall planks. I think we go with the large wall planks. And the small. Let's see what's next. Stairs and fences. That's going to be a pretty big stairway. Space going to be used for? I'm going to move my house over here. That way we can pour more crap, pile more crap in it to increase our comfort rating for when we sleep for the night. 1, 2, 3. So that's going to take 4. So if we come over here and go yo ho, a pirate's life for me. Or possibly a pirate's wife for me. That's never actually been all that clear. Floors. How about wooden floors? That's not actually what we want. Wrong button. Not sure that's actually what we want. Oh, that's why. Yeah, that was a mistake. That was a mistake. We need small floor. That better. Back to big floor. Are we a half short again? Not sure why. Not sure why. I'm guessing... No, that doesn't make any sense. Anyway, we can just use the smalls and that'll fill it in. Alright, now eventually I'm going to build a second floor up here, but for now this is a nice little start. Let's see. Let's see, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, let's see. 2 in, 2 in. I think that's probably... I destroyed something I didn't want to destroy. That is... that, I think. Not quite right, but it'll do until I'm done here. So what we want next is windows. Double sashed? Okay, that'll do. So that was 2 in. And back to the walls. Oh, that's stone, baby. That's stone. And everybody must get stoned. Uh-huh. 1, that was 3 in, right? It was 3 in. 2, 3. And back to the windows. Double sashed. Well, there we are. Got a little more light in the place, you know. Now, sadly, I don't believe there is a way to move stuff. You have to destroy and rebuild, sadly. Oh, I'm hungry, pardon me. Never get tired of bacon and eggs. Oh, that was really bad, not a good... that doesn't work well at all. Oh, that was a... was that a window? That was a window, okay. Now I understand why it didn't look right. Maybe I didn't accidentally destroy it? No, I didn't. Huh. So we will put all of our workshop stuff here on the first floor, and our living space will be up here eventually on the second floor, and we'll put on like an actual roof here for a slightly smaller space. I think that works for me. It's a good start. it's a work in progress, you know. Let's just take a quick browse and see if there's anything else that we need there. Floors and walls was what we just got. Roofs, I'm still not happy with. But roofs in a lot of building games are difficult to make work. Because they don't give you a lot of structures to lay out, you know, a large arched thing. So for instance, if I'm to go upstairs and just lay out as an example, if I were building from the walls. You know, I'm not sure that that actually will work and do the thing that I'm expecting it should do. Pardon me. So like we have a peak here, roof ridge leaves, long roof ridge leaves. Does that actually fit? It shows green, and it sort of fits, but it doesn't look entirely right. And can I build an entire roof like this? And then, you know, it architecturally it just doesn't make sense. It may function, but it doesn't really architecturally make any sense. Oh, sorry. But the house is coming along. It is, as I said, a work in progress. We'll keep the hoi polloi out by closing the doors. Oh, we do need steps. Maybe even a little porch, a veranda, perhaps? Maybe upstairs. Maybe a nice veranda with some supports off this one of the sides. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. Let me put away those crafty bits. And we have... I guess we smelted up everything we had. Not quite. There we go. We can probably drop another 50 in there so the next time we decide to cook copper, we can have a batch ready to go. All right, we cleared out that island. We cleared out that island, except for the bitter pill, which is the level 9 thing. Down here. Now that's one of the 4 black marks, which is one of Blackbeard's lieutenants. To get access to, because he's hiding, you need to kill his 4 underlings and get the black marks from them. We also have a shipwrecked brigantine. 2 chests there. I think we go for that. This is the Rogue Buccaneers main base. And we're going to be heading northwest. Just Yoda, what we assume is tea in the place of crabs. Where? Tea in place of crabs?
If you're looking for prey,
7 skill. Oh, yeah. Coconut milk and bananas.
chips on your hand, Captain.
Of course it's on my hand, lads. Sing out, boys.
Boys, it's a damn tough life, full of toilets to ride. And underground. We don't give a damn when the gale is done. How hard the winds did blow. 'Cause we're homeward bound, it's a grand sound on a good ship taut and free. And we don't give a damn when we drink our rum, but the girls of old Maui, rolling down to old Maui.
I gotta say, this music, whatever they paid the guy for this, double his pay and double the number of shanties, please.
Running for the gale, running down to old Maui, rolling down to old Maui, me boys, running down to old Maui. We're homeward bound from the Arctic rock, running down to old Maui. Once again, oh, whiskey is the life of man. Oh,
Whiskey.
whiskey for my Johnny. Oh, whiskey is the life of man. Oh, whiskey. Now break it off.
Oh, we've got undead. Sadly, I don't think we can fire our cannons at them.
Captain of the helm, wait the gun.
We can try. Looks like no. How many we got? I see 2 there, and there were like 1 or 2 on the other sort of beach area. Let's, I see 3. 618. We got 3 con. Drowned, level 5. That's tough, and they're armored. 4. Okay, over here, guys. Oh, they throw things. Okay, he's bad. The armored guy is bad news. Me no likey. Gotta finish the other guys first and we can deal with him. No. That, please. Thank you. Missed me. Barely. Grab those. And we got him. We do not want to drop our health by half in the middle of Nowheresville, so we will re-up our food. Ah, the swollen drowned. You guys just swell. Whoop, he's got a friend too. Those spitters, those guys are awful. I stepped in his poo. Alright, I'm going to assume that's probably all of the bad guys. But I don't know that's the case, so I am going to use a little caution. There are two objects here. There's one. We'll check on our well-gotten gain in a minute. Oh. But there is another one. Crabs. Bunches of the crabs, all right. Well. They are not, in fact, on the roof. That is an excellent point. We have a scallop. Might have a pearl, but apparently it doesn't have the scallop meat, which is a little throwing. More decorations and some grog. 50 XP. We have finished, presumably, getting everything here. Now, it's possible there might be more stuff, but probably not. Can I get on top of the ship? I don't know. I'm going to try. Oh, we've got another. And more freaking crabs. Getting something close. Close to scallop shell. I'm assuming it's inside the geometry. I've not given up yet. But it looks like I probably should. He's following. The crabs and him are following. We're good here. We got... It says we're done, so I'm going to... Oops, nope. We're going to choose to believe that.
Ship's on your hand, Captain.
Of course it is. Back home. All right, we have some new plans in curios. We have wrought iron lamps. I don't have any iron yet. Miscellaneous legendary. And ship's wheel chandelier. Well, let's see what those look like, shall we? Interesting. We got those. Were new. The plank stairs and the ramp of planks. Nothing new in there. Nothing new in there. Nothing new there. Naught is new. Naught is new. I'm guessing these are all decorations. We'll check that last because it's nifty. Okay, decoration. All right, we got a bunch of those are the wrought iron lamps. That is what, 3, 6, 10 wrought iron lamps. And that's the chandelier. Wood, copper, and animal fat. Wow, that's not exactly the way I expected that to work out. At some point, can we build that? Because, I mean, it looked like initially when I opened it up, it looked like I could build it where I was looking. Maybe if we're outside and down. We can see where it would go. Toggle destroy mode, no. Rotate, no. Move up and down. No, that's rotating. Building options. Snapping, rotation angle. Camera mode. There we are. There we go. We have light in our soon-to-be future home. Light glimmering through the windows. A promise of warmth and cheer. Good food, good friends, good fun. Sorry. That raised the comfort level of my home to level 7. You got anything else for me, Galen? Anything new? Have anything for me? Yes, take this. It might come in handy. A minor healing potion. I guess he sprouts those every once in a while. Oh, no. First things we need. I forgot about the stuff we picked up on the island. Let's see. Crab meat. Initially in the demo that I played, Those undead crabs didn't drop crab meat. They dropped essence, undead essence, and that was all they dropped. They occasionally drop undead essence now, but mostly they come out at night. Mostly they don't. Hard grog increases damage resistance for 30 minutes. That needs to go on the boat. The essence is good for, what was it? I saw a streamer using it earlier. I think it's used for ascending some of the weapons, because there's 3 tiers for the weapons. Levels 1 through 5, 6 through 10, and 11 through 15. And those are copper, iron, and steel. Now, I don't know all of this. But also, you increase the item from green, like these, to blue, and they get an affix. Like, while standing still, weapon spread is almost eliminated. That turns my musket here into a sniper rifle. If I hit the head, it does a lot more damage. And here, my base crit chance is increased by 10%. When you can then, so that is upgrading, then you can ascend the weapons as well, and that will get them another affix. Yeah, what's important actually here isn't the slash damage, or even the tier A for agility. What really matters is the level. Level is the big scaler in the game. If I'm attacking level 1 mobs, this sword, instead of doing 225, might do 400. But if I'm attacking level 8 level mobs, instead of doing 225, it may only do 175. The big scaler is level. At least that has been my experience playing. That's where the big scaler is for damage. Yeah, it's an interesting system, a little unexpected, and took me a while to get a grip on, for sure. And the same is true for the magical items, your accessories and stuff, is those have the same tiering, green, blue, and purple. And then legendary exists too. I know that. I have some piece of legendary something that's gold as the background. Don't remember what it was. I did want to double check. Yeah, we have Flibustier's boots. So it is the boots we have. So if I'm going to spend the piastres to get a Flibustier's piece, pants, probably. Because currently I am wearing the hat and gloves, and I have the boots, but there's no reason to use the boots because I'd have to get them up to level 5 to be the same as the green boots. And I wouldn't add another affix because this is a 4-piece bonus and that would only give me 3. I thought I had something that was gold, but I'm not seeing it anywhere. I may have sold, it may have been one of the reputation items, and I may have sold it for cash. Or not the reputation item, but one of the faction sales goodies. Oh, I wonder what the animal fat was used for. It's used for crafting lamps. Now I know. I hadn't checked because I'm lazy. How are we doing on ammo? We're okay on ammo. Currently, our ammo is 31 homemade gunpowder, and we're still using stone bullets. Take those, add those to the back. Not soap, evidently, no. Historically, soap. Yeah, I've got a lot of animal fat. That's my leftover dodo broth and spicy skewered crab. I've upgraded now. Oh, I need to make a few more. What? 4 more bandages. I'd like to make some of those healing potions. Let's see what we can do about making a healing potion. That's a minor healing potion. Healing potion. Right. So you can use the undead essences for the healing potion, or you can also use the healing herbs for that. In either case, you're going to need the alchemical base. So I'm going to need 4 clay bottles. Four alchemical bases I make out of those. And the healing herbs. My food just ran out, which is why my hit points just got halved. Oops. It's fine. All right, we're back up to our standard numbers. We need...
The smallest details matter most.
The smallest details do matter most. He's entirely correct, you know. So our other food options, spicy chicken with sweet potato. They take 5 of the cayenne peppers each and give us 10 vitality. The other is spicy breaded kebab, where we're short again on the cayenne peppers. Hearty egg broth is 10 agility. You can have basically 2 food buffs going. So right now the ones we've got are the coconut milk with bananas, which gives us 5 endurance, and then the bacon and eggs gives us 5 vitality. And our current stats. Vitality is health, endurance is stamina. And then we have points and agility. The guy who ran the numbers discovered something interesting. All of these abilities or stats, they start diminishing returns kick in at level 20 or at 20 of them. Yeah, you craft the foods. But vitality is the only one of the stats that doesn't have diminishing returns, which means at a certain point, you're just going to be putting everything into vitality to give yourself more life. But yeah, to make the food, you have to have the cooking fire and the cutting table to make some recipes. And here it's showing you, I mean, I could make 67 more bacon and eggs because that's how many chunks of basically pork, boar meat I have, and eggs. I mean, I would make more and carry more, but 10 is the stack size. Oh, I need one more. Coconut bananas. 10 is the stack size as far as I can tell, and I don't want to fill up any more of my inventory. Yeah, you have to discover or buy the recipes, or maybe in a lot of cases, you may just have to discover the ingredients themselves. But I think I am going to call it an evening right here. I'm going to sleep, wait for the sun to rise, exit the game, and call it an evening rise. Interesting. It's an overcast day, so I couldn't actually watch the sunrise. I hadn't seen that before. So I am going to exit the main menu. I am going to thank you guys for hanging out here very, very much. No, you didn't ask too many questions at all. If anyone finds the game interesting, try the demo. It's on Steam. And while I'm shilling for games I enjoy, you can also try the demo for Aethus, Aethus. It's the only game I've ever commented and reviewed on Steam. My comment is, it's the best under $20 game I've ever played. It is an exploration and narrative game with survival and crafting elements. Aethus. It's my game of the year so far, And it's the best, like I said, best. It's currently still on sale until May for $16. It doesn't look or play like a $16 game. It's more like a $40 game or maybe a $35 game. It's really good. Aethus. I mean, you can see what Windrose is for the most part, right? At least the early game. I mean, I've played 10 or 12 hours in the game. But I am a deliberate player, so I play pretty slowly. I got 40 hours out of Aethus for $16. And I still haven't uninstalled it. Don't know why. Just wouldn't feel right. It's really, really good. So, you can check out both of those. They have demos. I'm always cautious about recommending someone spend money for a game because their taste is not my taste. I have no problem at all in recommending games that have a free trial or that are free to play if they're good. So, Guild Wars 2, you can play almost all of the base game that was released 14 years ago, whatever, something like that, for free. Try it. If you like it, then you can buy it. Windrose, Aethus, same deal. These have got demos. Try the demos. If you like the demos, you buy the game. So I have no problem enthusiastically recommending trying the demos. But I am going to call it here for the evening. Again, as always, thank you guys for hanging out. I appreciate it very, very much. I should be back tomorrow at the usual time of 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, middle of the night in Europe, morning in Asia, Australia, and New Zealand. But probably not with Windrose. Not that I won't be playing Windrose probably the night after. Recently, Cryptic Studios has sort of finally been spun off on its own, and they have brought back some of the people who used to run the place. So the games, I'm hopeful, for the first time in, 5 years, maybe more, might actually start improving. The games are Star Trek Online, Neverwinter, and Champions Online. I have lifetime subscriptions to Star Trek Online and Champions Online, and I would have bought one for Neverwinter if it had been available. I've played all of them a bunch. But specifically right now, there is a special freebie going on Champions Online, and so again, free to play, where you can create a new character. You can choose one of 3 archetypes. There's like 15 free-to-play archetypes that are available, and then some buy-to-play stuff as well. But 3 of those are available. You get them up to level 6, and you get a level 30 boost. And the 30 boost includes leveling gear that will continue to level up with you as you go from 30 to 40, which is the cap. If you hit 40, you get a free form character slot. Most of the time, especially for the free-to-play, the archetypes are rather narrow and limited in their skill set. You have choices, but not an enormous amount of choices. In a freestyle character slot, you can mix and match between different power sets. You can be ice and summoning, or fist fights and void magic, and also fire and bazookas and power armor. So you can mix and match. So I'm probably going to play that through for a couple of hours tomorrow because I want to support the game, because I have spent a good deal of time in the game, and I think this is a really good way of maybe getting more players to give it another try. So I'll probably be playing that tomorrow. Probably. And then probably back at Windrose for Saturday. If I've got the days of the week right, that is. Anyway, again, thank you guys for hanging out. I really do appreciate it. Hopefully you will see me soon. I hope the rest of your Thursday, it is Thursday, isn't it, here in the U.S.? The days are numbers. I hope the rest of your Thursday, or possibly Friday, goes great, and that your Friday goes quick so you can get to a weekend that you deserve. Back tomorrow. Take care.